Good afternoon, Your Lordship. May I mention one thing, Your Lordship?
Good afternoon, Lordship.
Lordship, may I mention one thing?
From the list?
Yes, Your Lordship.
No mentioning from the list.
Lordship, due to medical difficulty, Lordship, I am out of station right now. So item number 47, not for today, Your Lordship.
Let it be called out.
My lord, prayer with regard to number 26 and 31.
Let it be called out.
My lord,
Yes. Yes, call the list.
From supplementary call list, under the heading to be mentioned, serial number 1, BA number 1048 of 22, Mr. Avi Kumar Sinha, Ms. Nirupama.
Your Lordship, last line, Your Lordship.
Last line.
Yes, Your Lordship. PS case number 137 of 2011.
Technical error in the order dated 16/2/2022. Full stop. The PS case number in the last line of the order dated so and so be read as Barkatta PS case number 137 of 2021. Bold. Let this order be communicated through fax. Next line.
Right, Your Lordship.
Yes. Next.
Under the heading orders from daily call list, under the heading orders with effect, serial number 1, BA number 1481 of 22, Mr. Rahul Ranjan for the petitioner.
Yes.
Who is the petitioner? Ignore this.
Who is for the petitioner? Yes, APP. Unmute yourself. Mr. Singh, unmute yourself. Mr. Ashok Singh, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Mr. Ashok Singh.
अनम्यूट कीजिए ना अशोक जी, अनम्यूट कीजिए, आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है.
No one appears on behalf of the petitioner. Full stop. I've gone through the entire record and the impugned order. Full stop. Next, but after going through the same, this court feels that the matter can be disposed of at this stage itself. Also, next para. There's an allegation that some unknown person committed dacoity in the house of the informant. Full stop. It is alleged that mobile phones and jewelries, etc., were taken by the jewelry and ornaments. Jewelry were taken by the accused, by the miscreants. Full stop. Next para. After going through the impugned order, I find that the name of the petitioner transpired from the confessional statement of the co-accused. Full stop. The another material against the petitioner is that he confessed his own guilt, and a mobile phone was recovered from his possession. Full stop. From the impugned order, there is nothing to suggest that any jewelry or ornaments which were stolen were recovered, which was looted was recovered. Full stop. Considering the aforesaid fact, 10,002 sureties with the condition he will appear before the trial court on each and every date. Defects ignored. No one appears. Next.
Serial number 2, BA number 1497 of 22, Mr. J.M. Upadhyay.
Yes, my time appears for the petitioner. Two defects, my lord. One, a pagination of type copy and.
Come to the merits.
Yes, my lord. Offense under section 1720B and 25 NDPS Act. Allegation part is page 16. My lord. Permit read, my lord.
56 grams of brown sugar.
हमारे पास से पोजीशन से रिकवरी नहीं है मिलोड, इसीलिए थोड़ा सा एलिगेशन पार्ट हम एक बार दिखाना चाह रहे हैं।
यस
पुलिस कुमारी वर्तमान में मैं आदित्यपुर थाना प्रत्युक्त नियुक्त हूँ। आज दिनांक 2/8/21 को मैं जितेंद्र परिषद महिला और जितेंद्र कुमार पासवान डिटेल मिलोड सभी प्रातःकालीन गश्ती करते हुए मुस्लिम बस्ती के इमाम बाड़ा की ओर जा रहे थे। तभी वहां दो व्यक्ति संदेहात्मक स्थिति में देखा गया। उन लोगों को रुकने के लिए बोला गया, लेकिन वो दोनों पुलिस को देखकर भागने लगे। उन लोगों को भागने पर साथ में रहे सशस्त्र बल के द्वारा उन लोगों को पकड़ लिया गया। पकड़ने पर उन दोनों से एक का नाम पूछने पर इम्तियाज खान मिलोड दिस पिटिशनर डिटेल है। सेकंड का मिलोड जहांगीर आलम उम्र इतना उनका डिटेल है। सरायकेला खरसावा बताया। आगे उन लोग दोनों ने भागने का कारण पूछा गया तो बताया कि हम दोनों ब्राउन शुगर बेचने के लिए आए थे। तभी पुलिस को आता देखकर हम लोग भागने लगे और ब्राउन शुगर को रास्ते में फेंक दिए हैं। तभी दोनों को वहां जहां ब्राउन शुगर फेंका तो वहां लेकर जाया गया तो वहां एक काला रंग के प्लास्टिक में बांधा कई कागज का पुड़िया बरामद हुआ। उसमें से एक को खोलकर देखा जिसमें कि भूरे रंग का पाउडर जैसा पदार्थ हो। सशस्त्र बल के माध्यम से थाना ड्रग नापतोल की मशीन मंगाया गया। ड्रग डिसन किट के माध्यम से पुड़िया में रखे गए पदार्थ का जांच किया तो कहा कि ब्राउन शुगर की पुष्टि है। ये एलिगेशन पार्ट मिला। एंड जो वन जहांगीर आलम हैज बीन ग्रांटेड बेल बाय कोऑर्डिनेट बेंच मिनट इन बीए नंबर 13744 मिनट।
Milord, the criminal antecedent report I have sent, Milord, on the WhatsApp of Court Master, Milord. The petitioner has got 5 criminal cases, Milord, including the NDPS.
How many NDPS cases?
5 criminal cases.
All NDPS?
4 NDPS.
4 NDPS?
Lordship. हम मेल WhatsApp में भेज दिए। कोर्ट मास्टर जी का WhatsApp में भेजे।
देखिए, heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. The next part, the counsel for the petitioner submits that the incriminating article was not recovered from the possession of the petitioner. Rather, it was found in a black bag, which was dumped on the road, which was thrown on the, which was kept in the road. Full stop. Next para. The petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. Full stop. From the FIR, it is apparent that seeing the petitioner and a co-accused in a suspicious condition, the police apprehended them. Full stop. The petitioner and his associate disclosed that they reached the place of occurrence to sell brown sugar, but seeing the police, they were fleeing by throwing the bag which contained the contraband materials. Full stop. This petitioner and the co-accused took the police to the place where they had thrown the bag. The bag was recovered. Full stop. From the bag, 56.03 grams of brown sugar in 540 sachets were recovered. Full stop. ऊपर में लिखिए, the counsel for the petitioner submits that the co-accused has been granted bail by a coordinate bench of this court. Full stop. Next para. Considering the nature of allegation and the facts of this case, and further the fact that since the APP has submitted, open it. For the APP has submitted that there are 5 criminal antecedent of the petitioner, out of which 4 are under the provisions of the NDPS Act, I am not inclined to release the petitioner on bail, even though the accused has been released. This application stands dismissed. Next. Record में रख दीजिए इसको. Next.
Serial number 3, BN number 1498 of 22. Mr. Raja Singh.
May I please, Doctor? Initially, the case was registered under section 414 of the IPC, Miller. Subsequently, 401, 409, 379, 411.
PS name at para 1 and real differs from connected JHC file.
Connected
JHC file.
और जो इसमें फाइल हुआ उसमें पीएस केस नंबर लोग कुछ अलग लिखे हैं. हम तो जो सही लिखे हैं जल्डेगा पीएस एफआईआर से मैच कर रहा है.
योर मैच कर रहा है ना. Okay, ignore. This is Jaldega PS case number.
जल्डेगा पीएस केस नंबर 46 of 2021.
Okay. Yes, what is the allegation against you?
Yes, Lord. Initially, case was instituted under section 414 of the IPC. Subsequently, 401, 409, 379, 411 was added. FIR में जो allegation है कि पुलिस चेकिंग कर रही थी. In the meantime, एक स्कॉर्पियो आ रही थी, तो स्कॉर्पियो पहले ही रुक गई चेक पोस्ट के और उससे निकलकर कुछ आदमी भागने लगे. 2 आदमी पकड़ाए और इन कोर्स ऑफ चेकिंग गाड़ी से चांदी बरामद हुआ 38 kg. Subsequently, ये जो तीनों पुलिस अफसर भी इस केस में एक्यूज्ड बन गए. देयर बेल एप्लीकेशन इज आल्सो पेंडिंग इन दिस केस मिलॉर्ड. उन पर ये एलिगेशन है कि वो लोग भी जो रिकवर्ड चांदी था उसमें से कुछ मटेरियल वो लोग रख लिए. दिस इज द फैक्ट ऑफ दिस केस.
So, what is the material? What is the allegation against you? You are one of the point of flee.
यस, हम गाड़ी से 2 आदमी प्लेस ऑफ ऑकरेंस से पकड़ाए थे. आउट ऑफ 7 में से भागने वाले में एक ड्राइवर और एक.
You are one out. Yes, APP.
Yes, my lord. He was apprehended on the spot, my lord.
With what?
With silver.
No.
So, apprehending a person in a car with 38 kgs of silver, which offense?
They confessed that they were carrying the stolen silver.
So, this is only on the basis of confession.
Yes, my lord. Only confess.
So, on basis of this confession, will they be convicted? Look, you heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. Scorpio vehicle was intercepted, and it is alleged that the 7 persons was trying to flee. Full stop. This petitioner and another was arrested, was apprehended, and it is alleged 38.830 kg of silver jewelry were recovered from the Scorpio. Full stop. It is alleged that later on the petitioner was interrogated and he confessed that he, along with the others, deals in stolen property and silver jewelry, and this material which was recovered is a stolen property. First up, next para. From the argument advanced and from the material on the record, I find that 7, except this confessional statement, there is no other material to implicate this petitioner. in this with this offense. Full stop. Considering the aforesaid fact that that only on the basis of confessional statement the police presumed that the material is to be stolen, and the petitioner is in custody since
6/10/2021.
6/10/2021, and charge sheet has been submitted. I'm inclined to release this petitioner on bail. This is from which place? This petitioner is from which place? Chhattisgarh.
Sahibganj district. No, Sahibganj district.
One of the bailers should be his close relative having sufficient landed property in his own name. Chhattisgarh.
No, Sahibganj district.
Sahibganj. No, the case is from Sahibganj. The residence of the petitioner.
केस है सिमडेगा का, घर है साहिबगंज,
Okay.
और चोरी हुआ था छत्तीसगढ़ से.
Next.
May it please your lordship.
Yes.
Case under section 406.
Serial number 4, serial number 149/22. Mr. Abhishek Kumar Dubey.
Yes.
Yes, lordship. Case under section 406, 363 of the IPC.
Yes.
Now, allegation is that your lordship, informant has booked a consignment with the transporter who are the name accused persons. This petitioner is not named in the FIR. It was reached at the destination after 2 days, but even after 9 days, it did not reach the destination, and subsequently the FIR was instituted against the transporters. Now, this petitioner happens to be the cleaner of the vehicle. And driver, owner, and transporter, they are scot-free. He has been implicated in this case.
So where did the material go? Tell me. You are the cleaner of the vehicle. You are the best person to say that where
That has been stated.
Delivered.
That is what my case is, your lordship. Wherever it was delivered at, and wherever the driver took the vehicle with the permission of the transporter,
vehicle has been recovered or not?
No, vehicle is not missing. Vehicle is not missing. Consignment has been delivered at some other.
Yes, APP, the vehicle is not missing.
My lord,
Only
I have sent the memo of evidence, my lord, and concessional statement of the accused, my lord. They have clearly stated, my lord.
Don't.
I am not audible, ma'am.
Don't rely on the confessional statements. Rely on some legal
I am audible,
evidence.
my lord.
Yes.
My lord.
Yes, you are audible. Yes, tell me.
Vehicle was not, my lord. Still, vehicle was not recovered, my lord. Even they have not mentioned in the memo of evidence, my lord.
उठ गई है हाँ हम लोग उठ जाती है आवाज के बाद उठ जाती है.
Take down. The petitioner
I'm sorry.
is an accused for allegedly committing an offense under section so and so. The petitioner happens to be cleaner or khalasi of the truck. Next part. It is alleged that a truck with a consignment of scrap was transported, but the material did not reach the destination. Full stop. It is alleged that the transporter, the driver, and the cleaner has misappropriated the entire material. Full stop. Next para. This petitioner, who happens to be heard the concept of the parties. Next para. From the record, I find that the petitioner, who happens to be the khalasi of the vehicle, was apprehended, and it is alleged that he confessed that the number plate of the vehicle was changed on the direction of the transporter. And the material,
And there is no recovery from his possession.
and the material was misappropriated. First up, admittedly, next para. Admittedly, there is no recovery from this petitioner. First up, and this petitioner is a cleaner or the khalasi of the vehicle and not the transporter. Thus, he is in custody since custody. Mr. Dubey, custody.
23/10/2020.
23/10/2021, and charge sheet submitted. And charge sheet has been
submitted.
submitted, and cognizance has also been taken. First up, I'm inclined to release this petitioner.
Oblige.
Serial number 5, DA number 150022, Mr. Salesh, Mr. Deepak Kumar, Mr. Ashish Kumar.
May please, my lords. It's a case under section 302 of the Indian Penal Code, my lords. Now, the FIR is at page 15.
Yes.
Now, as per the FIR, my lord, there are two persons who have been named in the FIR. This is Raunak Gupta and Pankaj Gupta, my lords. Now, deceased is Pankaj Tiwari. Raunak Gupta and Rohit Gupta are the named persons in the FIR. Pankaj Tiwari is the deceased. Now, it is said that this Raunak Gupta was trying to call Pankaj Tiwari.
Who is the deceased?
He is
deceased.
Neeraj Tiwari.
Neeraj Tiwari, sorry, Neeraj Tiwari. Neeraj Tiwari. It's Neeraj. Pankaj Tiwari is the informant. Pankaj Tiwari is the informant.
Yes.
Yes. No. Now it is said that this Rahul Gupta, this Raunak Gupta and Rohit Gupta, but they were having some enmity with this deceased Marods. They were trying to call him several times. They several times tried to call him. Finally, they managed to call him. When he came to the place of occurrence, there he was shot at. It is said that they also received some injury.
Your Lordship, may I submit one thing, Your Lordship? Yesterday, Your Lordship has called for the case diary in BA number 1361/2022, which is also arises from same FIR, Your Lordship.
This case along with BA number 1361 of 2022, in which the case diary has already been called for.
Oblige, Your Lordship.
Serial number 6, DA number 150122, Mr. Sundar Majumdar.
Your Lordship, I am appearing in this case, Your Lordship. This is a case under cybercrime, Your Lordship, 414, 420, 467, 468, 471, 120B, 34, 66C, 66D of the IT Act, Your Lordship.
CD antecedent.
Oblige.
Serial number 7, DA number 1502 of 22, Mr. Gaurav.
May Lordship. Lordship, allegation under section 323, 341, 342, 307 and 34 IPC, Lordship.
307.
307. The only non-billable is 307, Lordship. Lordship, petitioner is not named in FIR, although name allegation in FIR that on 29th March 2021, day of Holi, where one of the co-accused, namely William Soy, come to the house of the informant and took his son Samuel Kongari with his together. They went together, and after some time, when he not returned, he come to know about some villages that one person is in injured condition lying in the school, Bokamora school. Thereafter, he went there and found his son was in injured condition. Thereafter, they took her to hospital, and on that basis, FIR has been issued against William Soy and 4 other co-accused person, unknown co-accused person, Lordship. Lordship, in the course of investigation, some of the villagers had taken name of this petitioner, alleging that this petitioner has been.
What is the statement of the son?
Statement has been recorded in para 40 of the case diary. He has not taken name of this petitioner. He has taken different story. He is alleging that William Soy, along with 2 girls, namely Sunita Topno and Gulab Topno, took him inside the school where 2 unknown persons were present. They all forcibly consumed local drink, and also forced to him to consume drink, and they assaulted this son of the informant. Only allegation, but he has not taken name of this petitioner, Lordship.
Yes, APP.
Not yet.
Lordship, in page 14 of the impugned order, last 3 lines.
Yes, I've seen
that. Yes, case diary is not available, but as per para 40.
For the case diary and the injury report.
Serial number 8, DA number 150022, Mr.
Yes, my lord.
So cultivation, Mr. Chaturvedi, switch on.
Yes, my lord, cultivation, my lord. As per my
CD,
as
stop.
per my instruction, no.
Next para, the APP will file APP will ensure filing of affidavit intimating whether the petitioner has any similar nature of cases instituted against him or not. Whether against the petitioner any similar nature of cases has been instituted or not.
Serial number 9, BA number 1502 of 04 of 22, Mr. Virendra Kumar, Mr. Rajkishore Sahu.
Lord, this is the case, my lord, under section 376 and the POCSO Act. My lord, the informant, my lord, happens to be the mother of the victim. My lord, she says that on the date of occurrence, my lord, the victim, my lord, received a severe beating from her father, and the informant had also assaulted her. My lord, being aggrieved with this assault, my lord, the victim wanted to lodge an FIR against her father. My lord, she came out of the house, and my lord, she boarded into the tempo of this petitioner. My lord, the part in the tempo, my lord, already there were 6-7 persons, my lord, sitting therein, and my lord, all the parties therein, my lord, were enjoying, my lord, certain mela, and thereafter it is said that this petitioner has committed rape upon the victim, my lord, at a Maidan, at a football field, my lord, and subsequently, my lord, at 5 o'clock in the morning, my lord, she said, the petitioner is said to have boarded her, my lord, near Hanuman Mandir at Putka. My lord, she went straight at the police station. She wanted to lodge the FIR against her father. The police, my lord, called the mother of the victim, and then the victim, my lord, is said to have accompanied the informant. My lord, the most important thing where, my lord, I beg to harp on my case is page number 11, my lord, wherein it is said that it is the informant, my lord, who assaulted the victim and asked as to what she was doing for the whole of the night. And then for the first time, my lord, victim divulges my name that it is Sanjay Sardar, my lord, who has committed rape upon her. So, my lord, her statement of a statement.
Call for the case diary along with the statement of the call for the case diary. First up, the court below will forward a copy of the statement of the victim recorded under section 164 CRPC.
I have a next one.
केस डायरी आ गया है हुजूर, हम कोर्ट में सबमिट कर देंगे.
What is there in the case diary?
मतलब केस डायरी में इनके अगेंस्ट में आया हुजूर, ये केस ऑटो रिक्शा में ले जाके इन्होंने गलत काम किया है, और 164 का बयान में भी इनके अगेंस्ट में आया है हुजूर.
Lord, therefore, my lord, my whole submission is that, my lord, victim is a tutored.
Victim has been recorded in page number 10 of the case diary, my lord. हम केस डायरी को हुजूर कोर्ट में सबमिट कर देते हैं. All the witnesses are supported the case.
Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. There's an allegation of commission of rape by this petitioner upon the minor girl aged about 14 years. The statement of the girl has been recorded under section 164 CRPC. From perusal of paragraph 4 of the aforesaid statement, I find that the girl has clearly made an allegation of rape by this petitioner on her. Considering the aforesaid statement, in the nature of allegation, I am not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner. Dismissed. Next para, however, the petitioner is at liberty will be at liberty to renew his prayer after examination of the victim during trial.
Obliged.
DA number 10, DA number 1506 of 22, Mr. Shekhar Prasad Sinha.
In this case, my lord, there is a case and counter case between both the parties. There is land dispute between the parties. Both the parties are claiming their possession of the land in question. And my lord, there is 144 proceeding also pending before the court, my lord. And my lord, there another case is also 147, 148, 149, 323, 307, 448. Case and counter case, both the assault and counter assault between both the parties, my lord. And petitioner is under custody since 3/11/2021.
What is the injury?
Injury, my lord, injury. Others have been granted anticipatory bail. The person who has granted altogether, my lord, altogether 9 accused persons are there. And out of them, some have been granted anticipatory bail.
What is the allegation against this person? Just tell me.
अगेंस्ट माय लॉर्ड है तरुण तुरी ने लोहा से मारा मोहन तुरी के माथे पर अरुण तुरी और तरुण तुरी ने लोहा से मोहन तुरी के माथा मारा तरुण तुरी हैज बीन ग्रांटेड एंटिसिपेटरी बेल
Very good. How much money you have paid for that?
my lord all together my lord today 50,000 8 persons were there my lord so at present my lord
by way of compensation
case my lord between both the parties dispute with regard to land my lord between both the parties
the council you have
the
paid
government party my lord
first listen to me you have paid this money by way of compensation
that is order my lord today bail has been granted
by yes
today bail has been granted my lord
payment of money
my lord
don't make
but here the position that was anticipatory bail here is the regular bail my lord
put those orders before this court now just tell me what is the allegation against you and what is the injury
I am telling my lord अरुण तुरी ने लोहा से मोहन तुरी को मारा एंड देयर आफ्टर राम किशुन तुरी ने अर्जुन तुरी को टांगी से मारा विदेशी तुरी ने गुडी तुरी को पत्थर से मारा
this is Arun Turi just confine yourself to Arun Turi only
अरुण तुरी my lord अरुण तुरी लोहा से मारा
to whom
to मोहन तुरी
what is the injury of Mohan Turi
Mohan Turi, there is some injury on Mohan Turi. 2 persons have assaulted my lord. Arun Turi and Tarun Turi.
yes
Mohan Turi ko mara. This is the allegation.
what is the injury on
And
ग्रेवियस इन नेचर है जो इन लोग दोनों को मोहन तुरी का और गुड्डू तुरी का
गुड्डू तुरी का 2 आदमी का
the injury report of the case diary
obliged.
Make lordship. I am appearing, my lord. The prayer for regular bail, my lord. Allegation in section 392 of the IPC. The petitioner is not named in the FIR, my lord. He was not put on the TRP. Though prosecution case, all the miscreants have covered their faces. And my name bears on the basis. My lord.
wait a minute just a minute there's some problem there's some
Sorry,
defect. Defect ignored yes
The case under section 392, my lord, of IPC petitioner is not named in the FIR. And he has been implicated on the basis of confessional statement of poetry. He was not put on TRP.
the counsel for the state the petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offense under section so and so it is alleged that some unknown person has looted the motorcycle and mobile phone of the informant. So, sir, next one. From the improved order, I find that the
Mobile.
mobile was recovered. Mobile was recovered, but the
Mobile.
But,
That
but
was not the subject matter not put on TIP.
TIP. But the petitioner was not put on TIP, and charge sheet has already been submitted in this case. Charge sheet submitted?
My lord, 31 से जेल 31 21.
And he is in custody since
31
21 has submitted. Full stop. Considering the period of custody and the fact that charge sheet has been submitted and the petitioner was not put on TIP, 10,000 two sureties.
Lordship, I am on behalf of the petitioner. Regarding two defects, Lordship. Defect number 91, I have filed type copy, Lordship, yesterday. You may kindly ignore. And regarding defect number 2, a statement regarding annexure 1 may be corrected at part 3.
Defects ignored.
Lordship, much obliged.
Against you.
Lordship. There is a allegation that the informant would come to receive that demand of 50,000 as a levy to the Sales Prasad, and that they have come to know that the levy has been
antecedent.
Co-accused has been granted bail, Lordship.
When?
Lordship, to देखा जाए लॉर्डशिप एक तो हुआ है 17/12/2021 को लॉर्डशिप पेज 70
Let the CD be received. Yes, next.
PL number 30, PL number 1509 of 22, Mr. Abhay Kumar Chaturvedi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. This case under section 461, 380, and 453 of the IPC matters. Theft in a dwelling house matters.
What was recovered from your possession?
Well, the ornaments, some silver ornaments have been recovered matters. Investigation has been completed, charge sheet submitted, custody since 1610.
Renew after charge. But the counsel for the petition.
उसको देख लेते हो ये चार्ज हुआ है कि नहीं करके because magistrate अब चीज सो लगी है उसको next
petitioner will inform the court as to whether charge has been framed in this case or not.
Yes, ma'am.
PL number 14, PL number 151022, Mr. Rajiv Ranjan, Mr. Siddharth Ranjan.
If it may please your lordship, this is a case which registered in the section 302 and 210 of IPC, my lords. The FIR has been lodged against unknown persons, my lords, and my name has been roped by the confessional statement of a co-villager, my lords. If your lordship may permit me, I would read the FIR, which is at page 15, my lords.
CD.
PL number 15, PL number 1511 of 22, Mr. Kamdev Pandey.
My lord, I am referring behalf of petitioner, my lord. FIR register number 413, 414, 419, 420, 467, 468, 478, and 120 of IPC, my lord, and 66B, 66C, 66D of IT Act, my lord. No transaction of money, my lord.
Antecedent.
My lord, one criminal antecedent, my lord.
Let them file. Let me see the CD also.
PL number 16, PL number 1513 of 22, Mr. Vikas Kumar.
Your Lordship, I am appearing in this case. Counsel for the petitioner is indisposed, Your Lordship. So I pray for not today.
When do you want?
Your Lordship, not today.
Friday, is this case on Friday? On the request of the counsel for the petitioner before this court.
I'd like Your Lordship.
Serial number 17, DA number 1514 of 22, Mr. Shiv Kumar Singh.
Case under section 302 201. My name is come on basis of confessional statement, Lordship, wherein allegation that the petitioner and other have murdered his Lordship.
Serial number 18, DA number 1515 of 22.
Met, Lordship. Pray for regular bail, my lord. Made allegation under section 498 by 34. Earlier, the petitioner moved before this honorable court in ABA. Bail was granted, and subsequently, there was some dispute. There was telephonic message, and I had stated at para 8 with numbers. So petitioner could not take him, and also filed the CRMP before this honorable court that I am unable to keep her because my life is in danger. And now he has surrendered his. My life is in danger because the allegation made by the petitioner. Because my lord, your para 8 can see page para 8.
Just a minute. If I am not wrong, what you have stated that your life is in danger.
Para 8. That I demonstrate because the girl has illegal.
Safe place.
How? My lord will consider Connexer 1 was not implemented totally by me in view of the fact that I could not be, because I have stated the reason at para 8, my lord. And then I filed the CRMP.
Yes,
and in my lord.
Whose life is in danger?
The life of petitioner was in danger.
Okay. If life of the petitioner is in danger, then he is in a safest place now.
498 में कितना दिन रखा जाएगा हुजूर? नहीं, लड़की को ले जाने के बाद हुजूर हम बोले लड़की को ले जाने के बाद हाई कोर्ट का ऑर्डर का हम इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं किए टोटो ओनली ऑन दैट व्यू कि पारा 8 में लड़की को बराबर जो है सो दूसरे लड़का से दिस फोन नंबर से रेगुलर कांटेक्ट था. देन आई इन्फॉर्म टू द ऑनरेबल कोर्ट कि द सीआरएमपी में जो कंडीशन है उसको डिलीट किया जाए. दो both the annexes are with this petition matter before you, and now I am in jail, my lord. Omnibus general delegation, not a specific role, not a specific reason. And the Oriental have 498 meant for the ingredients, demand of dowry, etc. But if your lordship take pen to see para 8, page 8, this is because I could not obey the order passed by this honorable court कि लड़की को घर में ले जाने के लिए. And the petitioner has stated on oath at para 8.
Okay, I have the counsel for the petitioner, I have the counsel for the state. The petitioner is in custody for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. First up, earlier, anticipatory bail was granted to the petitioner, but as he could not comply, आप घर लेके नहीं गए थे?
घर ही में घर लेकर लड़की में गया था. वो इसी के हमारे ही घर में रह लड़की लिविंग हमारे घर में ना.
So then which condition you have not fulfilled?
लड़की को बात करता था दूसरे लड़का से और फिर दोनों में मतलब जो I cannot say in what at this juncture इसी के चलते CRMP फाइल किए थे हुजूर. that is हाँ notice हुआ था. Annexure 3
Annexure 3 is a withdrawal order. Why did you file
withdrawal of CRMP? Because I filed the CRMP. In the meantime, I was arrested. This is why CRMP was not moved before this honorable court.
Why did you file the C? You are already granted anticipatory bail.
Anticipatory bail was granted, my lord, और उसमें condition यहाँ देखा होगा, considering the, it is jointly submitted the lordate counsel for the petitioner and the lordate counsel for the opposite party number 2 that both the petitioners and the opposite party number 2 are ready and willing to resume their conjugal life. It is the further submitted that petitioner undertakes that he will take the opposite party number 2 from the father's house to the house and will keep and maintain her with full dignity and honor as lawful wife.
So which condition you couldn't fulfill?
Because I could not bring him from the father's house. The girl himself willingly came and she encroached the one room in my native house and she is living there and she is talking with a boy whose number is mentioned. Then I filed the CRMP. To that I am unable to keep her with me and she is unable to live with me and we are unable to miss the conjugal life. As a wife.
What is the question of arresting? You did not surrender.
No, I was arrested. Then in the meantime I was arrested. Within 6 weeks I could not bring.
So after this order was passed, you were arrested.
Huh. After 6 weeks.
Okay. But before he could surrender in terms of the direction passed in the anticipatory bail being ABA number 2128 of 2021, he was arrested. Full stop. Next para. The allegations in the FIR are general in nature, general and omnibus in nature. Further, since an anticipatory bail was already granted to the petitioner, I am also inclined to release this petitioner who is in custody, 10,000 to sureties.
Serial number 19, BA number 1516 of 22, Mr. Aloy Kumar Chaturvedi.
Yes, madam. I appear, madam.
Poppy plants.
No, madam, it's not for less than 1 kg of opium or liquid opium. The report is not on the record, my lords. Antecedent हमारा कोई है नहीं. Less than.
From the position of this petitioner, 910 grams of opium was.
The report is not on the record, my lords.
Is not on record. Full stop. Be that as it may, since the material recovered was opium from the possession of this petitioner, I am not inclined this way.
Opium का कोई report नहीं आया हुजूर opium का हुजूर. अब काफी commercial quantity नहीं है हुजूर, commercial quantity नहीं है. Intermediate quantity है हुजूर. Section 37 तो बाद नहीं ना होगा हुजूर उसमें सर. 37 तो बाद नहीं लगेगा हुजूर उसमें होगा हुजूर. बहुत कम क्वांटिटी है जो 2.5 kg का रहता है तो ठीक रहता है हुजूर वो करके. 900 ग्राम ही है उसमें करके.
Opium, anything above ganja?
नहीं हुजूर ठीक है उसमें ब्राउन शुगर वगैरह का ठीक क्वांटिटी पर भी तो करता है हुजूर उसमें भी तो 250 ग्राम जो हो गया स्मॉल क्वांटिटी हो गया 1 साल उसमें सजा है हुजूर करके उसमें करके.
Next.
BA number 20, BA number 1517 of 22, Mr. Ashok Kumar.
My lord, this is an application for grant of regular bail under section 25(1)(ba), 26 and 35 of the Arson Act, my lord. My lord, allegation is that, my lord, the FIR was lodged on the basis of the confessional statement of the another case, my lord. And on such, my lord, the petitioner was named on the basis of the co-accused, my lord, Dharampal Mishra and Yogeshwar Bhagat, my lord. And the arms was recovered from Yogeshwar Bhagat, my lord. Not from my position, my lord.
What was recovered from you?
Nothing, my lord, nothing, my lord. I am nothing recovered from my position, my lord.
Okay.
And I'm in custody, my lord, 13/10/2021, my lord.
FIR is registered under section
25(1)(ba)
of Arms Act, Lordship.
25(1)(ba) 2635.
Yes, Lordship.
And the impugned order is
Of same, Lordship.
Where is it?
First page, Lordship. First page above.
26-2. It is 26-2.
It's basically for possession of lordship, but nothing has been recovered from the possession of these two.
You take down the, you note down the
Two petitioners, my lord.
The petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offense under section so and so. Full stop. Next paragraph. From the record, it is apparent that name of the petitioner transpired from the confessional statement of the accused, and admittedly, no firearm was recovered from the possession of the petitioner. Yes?
Yes, lordship. Yes, lordship.
That's pretty full stop. APP opposes but cannot controvert the aforesaid fact. 10,002 sureties.
My lord.
Serial number 21, serial number 1519 of 22, Mr. Abhishek Prasad.
Yes, Your Lordship, I am appearing in this case, Your Lordship. This case relates to arms at Mullets, 25-1 AB and 26 and 35 of the arms.
Recovery?
One country-made pistol Mullets has been recovered from the position of the petitioner Mullets.
You are in custody since?
I'm in custody since Mullets 3/8/2021 Mullets, more than 6 months.
This guarantee thing, petitioner differs from plus 2
Bahan Lora. What is the name?
Jit Bahan Lora, उसको हम बाहन लौरा लिख दिया उसको.
Son of Jit Bahan Lora. And
ये हम उसको बाहन लौरा लिख दिया.
मैं इसको क्लिक कीजिए. बिल नहीं होगा आपको. नहीं होगा.
Mullets that
नहीं होगा.
Jit Bahan है उसको केवल.
You will not be released.
But typographical error on my part, Mullets, that is a typographical error, Mullets. I'm sorry for that.
You will not be released. You will not be released.
The name is Jit Bahan Lora, Mullets.
Yes, but court below will not issue a release order, even if the bail is gone.
Mullets, my lord, please, I will remove the defect in the course of the day, Mullets.
Just now come and remove it.
I will remove it. I will remove it.
The petitioner submits that he will remove the defect in respect of the name of the parentage of the petitioner during course of day itself. Next paragraph. One countryman has been recovered from the possession of this petitioner, for which he is in custody since
3/8/2021, Mullets.
3/8/2021. First up, he submits the charge sheet has already been submitted in this case. Considering the period of custody and the fact that charge sheet has already been submitted, 10,002 sureties. Unless this is corrected, I will not sign the order.
But I'm just now coming, Mullets.
Yes.
Oblige, Mullets.
Next.
Serial number 21, BA number serial number 22, BA number 152022, Mr. Anurag Kashyap.
May I please, Your Lordship, this FIR has been registered under section 354, 506 of IPC and section 8 and 12 of POCSO Act. Now, there is an allegation that this petitioner, Lordship, has molested the daughter of the informant, aged about 10 years. And there is an allegation that FIR ki chhedkhani kiya tha, but so far section 8 and 12 of the POCSO Act is concerned. Section 8 is punishment for sexual assault. There is no allegation against this petitioner that he has sexually assaulted the daughter of the informant.
What do you mean by sexual assault?
Sexual assault, section 7 has been defined. Yes. Section 7 is sexual assault. Whoever, if Your Lordship permit me to read this. And so far section 12 is concerned, section 12 is punishment for sexual harassment. That is, the imprisonment is that may extend to 3 years. And he is in custody since 16/11/2021.
Stay there till the girl is examined. You heard the counsel for the there's an allegation there's this petitioner. What is the age of this petitioner?
Age of the petitioner is 41 years.
Who is 41 years of age, has molested the daughter of the informant who is aged about 10 years. Full stop. The mother of the victim has seen the occurrence. Full stop. Considering the nature of allegation and the age of the victim, which is 10 years, I am not inclined to release the petitioner. At this stage, full stop, the petitioner may renew his prayer after examination of the victim.
Congratulations.
Serial number 23, BA number 1521 of 22, Mr. Vikas Kumar.
Yes, Your Lordship, I am appearing in this matter, Your Lordship. The FIR is registered under section 4, 8 and 12 of the POCSO Act, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, admittedly, there is a delay of more than 10 days in lodging of the FIR. The entire occurrence is of Your Lordship, I've specifically stated entire occurrences of 26/12/2020, and the FIR has been lodged on 2nd of January 2021, after a delay of 7 to 8 days, Your Lordship. Charges have already been framed, and Your Lordship, the petitioner has remained in custody for almost a year, Your Lordship. In fact, more than a year, Your Lordship. 13 months, Your Lordship. And charges have also been framed against the petitioner, Your Lordship.
Take a petitioner at page 1 in the Wakalat number 2.
And 2 persons have been, as per the bare perusal of the FIR, it shows that 2 persons have seen this petitioner enticing away the minor girl, but they have not stated anything.
Same order. Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. Minor girl of 16 years was physically molested by these petitioners. Full stop. The statement of the girls recorded under 164 CRPC supports the allegation. First of the girl is yet to be examined. Girl who is a minor is yet to be examined in court as a witness during trial. Full stop. Thus, I am not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner at this stage. May renew after examination of the victim.
Much obliged, Your Lordship. Much obliged.
Serial number 24, BA number 1522 of 22. Mr. Pranay.
Lordship, may I please? Under section 392 of IPC, Lordship, the name of petitioner has come only on the basis of confessional statement of co-accused Shamsher Mia. Lordship, that reflects in impugned order itself, Lordship. And except the confessional statement, the co-accused, no other material has come against the petitioner, Lordship. Charge sheet has been submitted and he is remained in custody 25. Lordship.
Recovery, any recovery?
No, Lordship. My bail petition has been only rejected.
Who is for the state? Your petition has been rejected because you had some criminal antecedent.
Two criminal antecedents.
Okay, heard the counsel for the petition, heard the counsel for the state.
Lordship, to understand,
Yes,
Lordship. Yes, Lord.
First up, Nikhil, this is a case of this is an allegation that some unknown person have looted 2,20,000.
Yes, Lordship. 2,20,000
Gunpoint from the customer service point.
Mobile, Lordship.
Full stop. The mobiles were also looted. Full stop. Next paragraph. From the impugned order, I find that the petitioner was not apprehended from the spot. No incriminating article was also recovered from the possession of this petitioner. Full stop. The petitioner has been implicated in this case only on the basis of confessional statement of co-accused. Full stop. The petitioner has remained in custody from?
Lordship, from 25/5/2021.
25/5/2021. And charge sheet has already been submitted. Considering the period of custody and the fact that the petitioner has been named on the confessional statement of co-accused, I am inclined to release.
Serial number 25, BA number 1524 of 22. Mr. Ashok Kumar.
My Lord, this is an application for grant of regular bail for under section 307 of the IPC, my Lord. The petitioner has not named in the FIR, my Lord. Petitioner was arrested.
Defective note. Yes. Yes.
My Lord, the petitioner was remanded in this case on the basis of the confessional statement of the Sajad Ansari, my Lord. And Sajad Ansari has been released on bail, my Lord. That is annexure 2, my Lord. And petitioner is not named in the FIR, my Lord.
APP.
My Lord.
The counsel for the petitioner is not named in the FIR, rather he was remanded in this case on the basis of a confessional statement of co-accused Shahzad Ansari, alias Sanu. He submits that Shahzad Ansari has already been granted bail by a coordinate bench of this court. Full stop. Next one, it is alleged that one Dehla, who was identified by the victim and others have assaulted the informant, or within bracket victim, with iron or rod and dragged him towards the shrubs in order to commit murder. First the name of the petitioner transferred from the confessional statement of co-accused. Full stop. The APP opposes but cannot deny. Yes, do you deny?
No, my lord, similar to granted bail.
Deny that Sajad Ansari has already been granted bail by a coordinate bench of this court in case number 7, Annexure 2, 10,002 share case.
Obliged.
My lord.
Yes.
On behalf of Amini Kumar, I pray for 2 weeks' time, my lord, in this case, because his mother has died, my lord. So he is out of the station.
His mother is dead.
My lord.
Whose mother died?
Anjani Kumar's, my lord. Council of the
Council.
Meanwhile, TD and postmortem report may be called for, my lord.
CD postmortem report.
Obliged.
DA number 27, DA number 1531.
May I please clarify?
Yes.
I am on behalf of the petitioner lordship.
Yes.
This is number 363 and 366A of the Indian Penal Code lordship. I am not provided with the 164 statement, but 161 statement has been recorded in para 25 of the case diary lordship. Lordship may permitted then I will send through the mail or WhatsApp.
164 is there.
No, 161 statement that is recorded by the police just after recovery lordship. Recovery the victim girl.
The girl has been recovered or not?
Pardon, lordship.
The girl has been recovered or not?
Lordship. That's not in the impending order, lordship. That 161 statement in the finding of the court itself, lordship. That in part 95 of the case diary, her statement has stated, lordship, recorded. He has clearly stated as her age as about 18 years, lordship.
The girl is about 17 years, and what is the age of the boy?
I have written 25 years, lordship. She is a student of BA Part 1, lordship, and her age has come as 5/9/2002. It's about 18 years, lordship, more than 17 years, 17 and something. And she has clearly stated that she was gone to the petitioner and they were having love affairs, and she has gone with the petitioner willingly, lordship, and has gone Kashmir for the purpose of job, lordship.
Call for the case diary. Full stop. The statement, if there is any statement recorded under section 164 CRPC of the victim girl, the same will also be forwarded to this court by the court below.
DA number 28, DA number 1532 of 22, Mr. Vinod Kumar Dubey, Mr. Arvind Prajapati.
Make lordship. Pray for regular bail, my lord. Allegation under section 376D A by 34.
Just a minute.
Just a minute of law may be corrected. Just 3 other defects.
Not maintainable, lordship.
No. SC/ST में.
SC/ST.
How many witnesses have been examined in this case?
Informant का हम लगाए हैं दो हुआ है. Annexure 2, Annexure 3. And Annexure 2, informant has given complete goodbye of the case. He has reversed. Allegation FIR में मेरे ऊपर था कि committed wrong. और court में जब examine हुई बोलते हैं here who has been granted bail, and this honorable court held that this petitioner is in that the person who has been granted bail was innocent and this petitioner has committed wrong. On that score, the bail was granted to other accused. And now in the court, my lord, he has given complete goodbye of the case. Now, this petitioner has not committed any wrong. Even then, he failed to identify the petitioner. This is the only case and only point before your lordship. Not maintainable.
The trial is under section? Trial statement under section?
That my lord, and arising out of SCS 1889 in connection with 376D and 34.
Only.
And 3, 1, 11, 12 and SCS 8.
Go file an appeal. How this bail is maintainable?
That I was also thinking. I will file the appeal.
This
Not maintainable.
application.
Permitted to withdraw with the liberty.
The counsel for the petitioner, after some argument, seeks permission to withdraw the same. No, ऐसा मत करिए, वो सब नहीं करेंगे. This appeal, this case is, this regular bail application is not maintainable in view of the specific provision under the ST and SC Prevention of Atrocities Act.
14.
14.
14A.
14 of the.
14A. That's a mistake.
No, dismissal is not maintained.
Your state is
Legally,
APL.
I will tell that. That is a station, but if your lordship one line, otherwise it will.
Mr. Dubey,
Yes, sir. Then I will not dispute.
Can anyone stop you from availing a statutory remedy?
लेकिन एक लाइन अगर लिखवा देते तो हजार होता.
State is APL, Lordship.
This court has not entered into the merits of the case.
Much of it.
Yes, next.
All right.
29, DA number 1533 of 22.
Met lordship. Pray for regular bail, my lord. Allegation under section 366 to 76 of the IPC. My lord, only few facts if I will bring before your lordship, this case will not see the day of light. Your lordship will consider alleged occurrence took place on 14/7/2021. FIR by law, my lord, on 18/8/21. The age of the victim is 40 years.
40?
And 40. That is in the FIR, 1740. 17 page में हम पढ़ देते हैं FIR. And she has changed her color time to time. 161 में कुछ, 164 में कुछ, FIR में कुछ.
It is necessary. Call for the case diary and the statement recorded of the victim under section 164 CRPC.
Highly obliged.
Serial number 30, DA number 1534 of 22, Mr. Rahul Ranjan, for the petitioner.
Yes. Where is the petitioner? No one appears. Call for the case diary.
Serial number 31, DA number 1535 of 22, Mr. Suraj Singh, Mr. Sunil Singh for the petitioner.
Lords, I am appearing for the petitioner. Yes. There are some defects, my lord. Defect number 91 is related with enclosure appearing in page number 13. Enclosure, which is at page 13, my lords, is an application given by the employees, but it is the same is not there in the first information report. It is not there in the certified.
Yes, APP case of the petition is similar to that of the person who has been granted bail.
Yes, my lord, but this petitioner have 4 criminal antecedents as memo of evidence I received.
Kanai Chandravanshi. For the counsel for the petitioner, or the counsel for the state. Counsel for the petitioner submits that this is a case of theft and the petitioner is in custody since?
Lord, I am in custody since Lord, 16th of July 2021.
16th of July 2021.
Yes, my lords.
Well, sir, the counsel for the petitioner submits that he is not named in the FIR. You are named in the FIR.
No, my lords, I am not named in the
FIR. Similarly situated co-accused has been granted bail. Co-accused person has been granted bail. Full stop. Right annexure 2 series, numbers to answer. APP opposes but cannot dispute the fact that similarly situated has been granted bail. 10,002 sureties considering the aforesaid facts.
Much obliged.
Criminal antecedent have, my lord.
Tract of custody and similar situated persons have been granted. Yes, next.
Much obliged.
PL number 32, BA number 1536 of 22. Mr. Pandey, AM Roy, Ms. Pragati Prasad.
My lord, we are appearing for the petitioner in this case.
Yes.
Offense alleged to have been committed by the petitioner under section 399 4 and 2 of the Indian Penal Code and under section 25(1)(ba) 2635 of the
Recovery from your possession.
My lord, one pistol and 2 cartridges.
Custody.
My lord, since 25th November 2021, 3 months.
CD antecedents.
Obliged, Lordship.
मांगे हैं और
CD and the antecedents. And you
we remove the defect.
Remove the defect. In the meantime, the defect should be removed.
PL number 33, BA number 1537 of 22, Mr. Shiv Kumar Singh.
Lord, behalf of the petitioner, Lordship.
The petitioners at Wakala number 2581.
Yes.
Defect number 1 and 2, Lordship, I have filed type copy.
What is the material?
Lordship, material is 7 gram has recovered, Lordship. 7 gram of
10 purias of heroin-like substance.
Lordship. Co-accused has been granted bail, Lordship. And Lordship may kindly consider the father of the petitioner has lodged the FIR against unknown police person who has kept the people in his house and has also photographs, Lordship. Page number 32, 34, Lordship. They have caused the petitioner in his shop, Lordship, and not on the spot.
7 grams of heroin was recovered from the possession of this petitioner. Considering the material which has been recovered, I am not inclined to release the petitioner on bail. Dismissed.
PL number 34, BA number 1538 of 22, Mr. Alka Kumari, Mr. Nilesh Kumar.
So because of some land dispute, Your Lordship, the present case has been instituted. It's a false implication as against this petitioner, Lordship. The case of 354A and 354B.
Mr. Nilesh Kumar, you are saying that it's a land dispute. I open the case and I see that case file and it is under POXO and...
The POXO has been added. Out of land dispute, Your Lordship, I have said that out of land dispute, false
of some old days of which you also know very well.
Out of false implication, Your Lordship, the present case has been instituted.
Well, tell me what is the statement of that girl?
Girl has said, Your Lordship, that this petition on 10 days back, he tried to touch her.
Call for the CD, full stop. The statement of the victim recorded under section 164 CRPC should also be...
FIR, whatever she has said in the FIR, Lordship, that has been stated in 164.
Let it come. In the meantime, the defect should be removed.
Obliged.
Yes.
PL number 35, BA number 1539 of 22, Mr. Sarvendra Kumar, Mr. Bipin Kumar Prabhat.
FIR lodged under section 18, 20, 22 of NDPS Act, my lord, and 30.
Cultivation,
my lord.
CD antecedents.
No, I have stated no criminal antecedent, my lord. I have stated in para 12, my lord. No criminal antecedent, my lord.
Differs from his name at Wakala.
I have stated para 12.
Where you stay? I want it from the state. Laldev Jadhav.
Laldev Jadhav, my lord. And
Laldev Jadhav. Yes, Laldev Jadhav. No. Laldev Kumar and Laldev Jadhav. CD antecedent. CD and the state will file an affidavit informing as to whether there are similar nature of cases pending against this petitioner or not. Whether any similar nature of cases is pending against this petitioner or not.
pending, my lord. Pending.
Next.
Serial number 36, BA number 154022, Mr. Abhishek Kumar Dubey.
May it please, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, there are certain defects in the matter.
At page 1 and Gopalapur before the issued order. In CS name of the registered part of FIR and issued order differs. Name of deponent that affidavit will be collected as per his Aadhaar card plus these 4 others.
The defect cannot be ignored.
I'll remove within 1 week, Your Lordship.
1 week to remove the defect.
Obliged, Your Lordship.
Serial number 37, BA number 154122, Mr. Anjani Kumar.
My lord, I am appearing on behalf of Anjani Kumar, my lord.
Yes.
2 weeks time in this case also pray.
Why?
Mother.
Oh, Mr. Anjani Kumar's mother.
My lord.
Required. Let us see. Let me see. Article 64. Call for the case diary.
Medical report, my lord. Postmortem report also, my lord.
It will be there in the case diary itself.
Obliged.
It's definitely been submitted. Yes.
Serial number 38, BA number 154222, Mr. Anjani Kumar.
May I please, my lordship?
Yes.
My lord, the offence under section 379, 341, 307 and 27 arms act, my lordship. The entire allegation is lifting of the coal, my lordship, and fired upon the informant Bhushan Mandal, and he snatched 1,800 rupees from the pocket of the informant.
Recall for the case diary.
What case? What case?
Petitioner named in the FIR, Lordship, in restatement for its
What is the
supported
allegation? Tell me, what is the what act attributed?
ट्रक से कोयला उतारने का है, my lordship.
Yes, APP. Who has shot?
Lordship.
Who has fired from the firearm? Tell me.
Buddhan Mandal, my lordship.
No, APP. I'm asking the APP.
Last 4.
I'm asking the APP.
Lordship, as per the impugned order, Lordship, there is against the petitioner, they conjointly attack the informant and fire him.
What is the FIR? Impugned order is not the statement of the victim or the statement of the informant. The statement is there in the FIR.
Lordship, Lordship may be relevant para Lordship, FIR page number 15, Sanha Lordship. आज दिनांक 14/12/21 को दिन के करीब 1 बजे कोयला डिस्पैच में थे, जहां गाड़ी चालक को निर्देश दिए कि हाईवे पर नहीं है। इसी क्रम में बुद्धन मंडल उम्र 35 वर्ष, संजय यादव उम्र 42 वर्ष, धनसा थाना पी थाना कारू यादव और नारायण पासवान पेटिशनर उम्र 47 पुल के पास भुइया पट्टी, ये 6 व्यक्ति सभी मिलकर आए तथा मारपीट करते बोले कि हाईवे ड्राइवर बोला कोयला उतारने के लिए, गाड़ी रोके नहीं तो
the petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. There's an allegation that the informant states that he looks after the transportation work of MPL Dhansar Vishwakarma project. Full stop. He alleged that the local people often used to create hindrance in safe transportation. Full stop. It is stated that on the fateful day, the informant instructed the driver of the vehicle to start dispatching coal and further directed the driver not to stop the vehicles. When this petitioner and other co-accused came and attacked him, there's a specific allegation in the FIR against Budhan Mandal that he had snatched the money from the informant, and has also shot at him. Full stop. The allegation of using the firearm is not upon this petitioner. Thus, I am inclined to release this petitioner 10,000 to sureties.
Alright, my lordship.
Serial number 39, DA number 1544 of 22.
My lord. The case under NDPS Act, my lord,
cultivation.
Cultivation. But the relevant fact, my lord, that the petition. So there are three petitioners. All are the, my lord, aged about, my lord, one is 77 years, second is 67 years, and third is 60 years. And like we see, without any basis, I am stated in my petition that there is no criminal antecedent against.
Intimating as to whether the petitioners are involved in any similar nature of cases or not. Yes, next.
Serial number 40, DA number 1545 of 22. Mr. Suvendu Deputy.
I am appearing on behalf of petitioner, my lord, and the FIR registered under section 302 of the 34, my lord. My lord, coordinate bench is granted bail to co-accused, my lord.
These defects cannot be ignored. Remove the defects 2 weeks. Then
one week de diya, my lord.
1 week. There are 10 defects. I don't know whether you can remove within 1 week.
Okay.
Yes.
Serial number 41, DA number 1546 of 22. Mr. Sabesaki for the petitioner.
May I please, Your Lordship? Offences under section 380 of the IPC, Your Lordship. Allegation is that informant had gone to somewhere, Your Lordship, and there are.
Recovery.
Your Lordship, impine order is silent regarding the same, Your Lordship. But in the submissions, it has been alleged. Even I have annexed the confessional statements, Your Lordship. It appears that some articles have been recovered. And Your Lordship, those articles have not been put on TIP, Your Lordship.
Custody since when?
Custody, Your Lordship, 4/12/21 को अरेस्ट हुए हैं, लेकिन कोर्ट में रिमांड किए हैं 6/12/21 को, लॉर्डशिप, 2 दिन के बाद.
CD antecedent.
Serial number 42, DA number 1547 of 22. Mr. Mohammed
Offense 376 IPC. But as per the FIR, there was a love affair between the parties, and when this petitioner called the victim to a particular place, he reached there, and this has been seen by the villagers. Now the villagers informed the mother, and this case has been lost.
Heard the counsel for the petition, heard the counsel for the state. The petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence under section 7 of the Indian Penal Code. Full stop. In the FIR, the informant, who is aged about 19 years, states that since last 8 to 9 months, she was talking with the informant over phone, and also developed a relationship and established physical relationship as well. First up, it has been stated that on 8/10/2021, at night, this informant was called by the petitioner. She went to meet the petitioner. When the villagers saw her and complained to the mother, thereafter this case was lodged. Next paragraph. Considering the nature of allegations leveled in the FIR, and the fact that the parties are major and they were having some relationship since last 8 to 9 months, I'm inclined to release this petitioner, and there was a love affair. I'm inclined to release this petitioner on bail, 10,000 to sureties.
Serial number 43, DN number 1548 of 22, Mr. Jitendra Shankar Singh, Mr. Ranjit Kumar.
May it please your lordships. My lords, one truck was intercepted on secret information and 25 tons of illicit coal has been found on the truck. Petitioner is the cleaner of the truck, my lords.
The petitioner is the cleaner of a truck which was intercepted, loaded with 25 tons of coal, which is alleged to be illegally mined. Full stop. Counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner is a mere cleaner and earns his livelihood as an employee of the owner of the truck. Full stop. He submits that the petitioner is in custody since
12/1/2022.
12/1/2022. Considering the period of custody and the fact that the petitioner is merely a cleaner, I'm inclined to release the petitioner on bail, 10,000 to sureties.
My appearance may be noted.
You are also now having an alias name.
Not now.
Yes, Mr. Praveen Chatterjee appears.
Serial number 44, DN number 1549 of 22, Mr. Mohammed Yasir Arafat, Mr. Sahid Yunus.
Yes, your lordship, may please your lordship. I am appearing on behalf of the petitioner, your lordship. The offence has been registered under section 392, your lordship. And subsequently, the charge has been framed under section 395 and 412, your lordship.
Yes.
The offence, FIR has.
There are 4 defects, madam. One last defect is rejection order details missing in the petition.
Remove the defects. Which, as the defects are being noted, the defects should be removed within a week.
Much obliged.
Next.
Serial number 45, DN number 1550 of 22, Mr. Ramesh Kumar.
Lordship. Lordship, FIR against unknown, your lordship, and my name transpired on the confessional statement of co-accused Kameshwar Yadav, and Kameshwar Yadav has been granted bail by the lordship, your lordship. I have annexed the order, lordship, page number 18, your lordship.
You are an absconder or what?
Yes, your lordship.
You were an absconder.
नहीं हम मुझे एक्सपाउंडर नहीं थे, हम दूसरा केस में थे, इसलिए हम इसमें.
Yes.
And other.
Yes, my lord, he is correct, my lord. His name has come on the confession of the co-accused Kameshwar Yadav, which is at.
For the petitioner, the counsel for the state. The petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. Some unknown experts, some unknown miscreants burnt JCB machine and Haiwa vehicle. Full stop. The police got information that the mischief was committed by extremist group led by Ajay Jadhav. Full stop. Next para. The counsel for the petitioner submits that there is no material against the petitioner, save except the confessional statement of a co-accused Kameshwar Jadhav. He submits that the petitioner's name, in fact, transpired in this case basing on the aforesaid confessional statement. First up, we lastly submits that the Kameshwar Jadhav has already been granted bail in BA number so and so, annexure 2, page 15. APP opposes the prayer but admits the fact that Kameshwar Jadhav has disclosed the name of this petitioner. Full stop. Considering the fact
And one
that,
more submission, my lord, that he has criminal antecedent.
and he has got criminal antecedent. First stop. Considering the fact that the name of this petitioner transpired on the basis of confessional statement of Kameshwar Jadhav, and Kameshwar Jadhav has been granted bail, 10,000 to sureties.
Serial number 1552 of 22, Mr. Pran Pranay, Mr. Ajay Kumar.
Lordship, the matter relates to NDPS Act, Lordship, and it is alleged that 300 milligram brown sugar was recovered from the possession of the petitioner. Now, Lordship, so far the recovery quantity is concerned, Lordship, that is small quantity is 5 gram, Lordship, and from my possession 300 milligram. Lordship, 1000 milligram is 1 gram, and it is much less than 1 gram also, Lordship.
Just a minute. Where is the impugned order? Shivam Kumar.
Lordship. That is page 20, Lordship. सब एक ही साथ पास में आता है, इसलिए लगाए थे page.
Why are so many orders?
Yes, Lordship. That Lordship, actually the heading of, I have applied the certified copy of order dated 25/1/2022.
Read the FIR.
There is,
Read the FIR.
Lordship,
Read the FIR.
Lordship. Relevant portion or Lordship,
Entire FIR.
निवेदन पूर्वक सूचित करना है कि मैं पुलिस आरक्षक निरीक्षक शैलेश कुमार पांडे वर्तमान में नगर थाना देवघर में पदस्थापित हूँ। आज दिनांक 7/10/21 को 17 बजे संध्या गश्ती के साथ सशस्त्र बल आरक्षी सचन सच मुर्मूर आरक्षी सचन सच उराव के साथ थाना प्रस्थान कर क्षेत्र में भ्रमणशील था। समय करीब 17:30 बजे ओटी पदाधिकारी द्वारा थाना पर पहुंचने पर निर्देश प्राप्त हुआ कि निदर्शन था। थाना पहुंचा। थाना पहुंचने के बाद पता चला कि एमआरटी चौक के पास संदिग्ध हालत में 2 लड़के के द्वारा ब्राउन शुगर की खरीद बिक्री की जा रही है। एनडीपीएस एक्ट 1985 धारा 42(2) के तहत अनुमंडलीय पुलिस पदाधिकारी सदर देवघर को सूचना दी जा चुकी है। सूचना के सत्यापन एवं आवश्यक कार्रवाई हेतु अनुमंडल पुलिस पदाधिकारी सदर देवघर में नेतृत्व गठित टीम, जिसमें पुलिस निरीक्षक सह थाना प्रभारी रतन कुमार के साथ सशस्त्र बल के साथ करीब 17:45 बजे एमआरटी चौक पहुंचा तो पुलिस बल को देखकर काले रंग के मोटरसाइकिल जिसका रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर सचन सच पर सवार 2 संदिग्ध लड़का मोटरसाइकिल स्टार्ट कर भागने का प्रयास करने लगा, जिससे पदाधिकारी एवं कर्मियों के सहयोग से रोका गया, जिससे अनुमंडल पुलिस पदाधिकारी सदर पवन कुमार द्वारा दोनों संदिग्ध का नाम पूछने पे अपना नाम शिवन कुमार पिटिशनर उम्र 24 वर्ष स्वर्गीय सचन सच पुराना सदर अस्पताल देवघर परिसर में, दूसरा रोहित कुमार उम्र 42 वर्ष पिता सचन सच सुपुर सर्कुलर स्कूल के पास, दोनों थाना नगर देवघर बताए। इनके पास अवैध मादक
I have read it. What do you have to say?
Lordship, that so far quantity is concerned, Lordship, that small quantity is 5 gram, Lordship, and maximum punishment is 6 months, Lordship, as per 22, Lordship. And Lordship, my possession 300 milligram, Lordship, that is 1000 milligram is 1 gram and much less than 1 gram also, Lordship. And Lordship, for a moment, kindly see, Lordship, the relevant portion where the recovery was found, Lordship, what it has stated, Lordship, just Lordship, कि शिवम कुमार के पैंट से 3 पुड़िया ब्राउन शुगर बिक्री का 900 में आई रीड लॉर्डशिप पेज 14 जस्ट एवं जियो कंपनी का पैड मोबाइल बरामद हुआ। एक दुकान में इलेक्ट्रिक वेट मशीन से हुजूर 3 पुड़िया बरामद हुआ और 6 कागज की पुड़िया का वजन कराया तो कुल 300 मिलीग्राम वजन पाया। नाउ काइंडली सी इम्प्यून ऑर्डर लॉर्डशिप that my order is page 20, Lord.
Come to the FIR. What do you want to say from?
हम बोलना चाह रहे हैं 300 मिलीग्राम दिया है, 3 पुड़िया बोलता है 600 का वेट करा है 300। इम्प्यून ऑर्डर हुजूर पेज 20 में है मेरा।
Yes.
पेज 21 में रिलेवेंट पोर्शन जहां मेरे पास है, the accused petitioner second paragraph was apprehended at the spot with 23 milligram of brown sugar, 23 milligram, and now the lordship the seizure list इसमें 15 ग्राम लिख के काट दिया गया है। Now the seizure list, lordship.
बाद में देखेगा ट्रायल में। Heard the counsel for the petition, heard the counsel for the state. Next
तो इसमें
is an accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. The police received information that 2 persons were selling brown sugar. Full stop. The police apprehended them. One of them was petitioner. Full stop. From the pocket of the petitioner, 6 sachet was recovered, which contains 300 milligram of brown sugar. And from the possession of another co-accused, contraband brown sugar was also recovered. Considering the fact that the petitioner, there's an allegation that the petitioner was selling brown sugars, I'm not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner at this stage.
Video number 47, DA number 1554 of 22, Mr. Salesh Kumar Pandey.
Yes. Yeah. Who is appearing? Yes, Mr. Hari Prakash.
Look, the 0.58 gram brown sugar has been recovered.
What is going on? It's a huge case. The cases of NDPs have been. has increased. This
My lord, highly increased, my lord. There are so many cases, my lord.
no one appears on behalf of the petitioner. I heard Mr. Ravi Prakash, full stop, to give one more opportunity to the petitioner list this case on Friday before this bench.
Under the fresh filing, PA number 48, BA number 1505 of 22, Mr. Vikas Kumar.
Yes, Your Lordship, I am appearing in this matter, my lords.
Yes.
Your Lordship, the FIR is registered under section 21B of the NDPS Act, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Your Lordship, as per the allegation, 3.5 grams of brown sugar has been alleged to be recovered from the possession of this petitioner, Your Lordship.
You were also selling brown sugar.
No independent witness was present, Your Lordship.
Not at this stage. Not at this stage.
Of where such is
By the counsel for the state. From the impugned order, I find, and the FIR, I find that 3.44 grams of brown sugar.
2.61 is the total quantity after that has been that is there in page 18, Your Lordship. Plastic
it is the 3.44 grams.
Your Lordship, it is there in the FIR. My lords, may kindly see page 18 for a minute, my lords.
Yes.
Page 18 of the FIR.
Yes.
May I be permitted to read the relevant? उपरोक्त बरामद 25 पुड़िया ब्राउन शुगर तौलने पर कुल वजन प्लास्टिक सहित करीब 3.44 ग्राम पाया गया. इसमें प्लास्टिक का वजन तौलना पर इतना ब्राउन शुगर का कुल वजन is 2.61 ग्राम.
2.61 gram of brown sugar was recovered in 25 sachets from the petitioner, which is alleged. It is alleged that the petitioner was selling the same. Petitioner has kept the same for selling. First of considering the material which has been recovered and the allegation that the petitioner was selling was considering the material which has been recovered, I am not inclined to release the petitioner at this stage. Dismissed.
Much obliged, Your Lordship. Much obliged.
Serial number 49, BA number 1512 of 22, Ms. Jacinta Majumdar.
Your Lordship, I am appearing in this case, Your Lordship. Case is under section 302(34) of the Indian Penal Code. Your Lordship, although before coming into the facts of the case was investigated and charge sheet was submitted under section 306 of the IPC, Your Lordship. Now, the allegation as per the first information report is, Your Lordship, that is annexure 1 at page 22, Your
Cause of death?
Cause of death is ki poison दे दिया गया.
CD postmortem.
Okay.
BA number 1543 of 22.
May I please, Your Lordship, in this case, petitioner appeal for regular bail offence under section 25(1)A, 25(1)B, and 2635 of the Arms Act, Lordship. As per the allegation, Lordship, the arms was recovered from Umesh Kumar Gulab Ganju and Umesh Kumar Gupta. Petitioner name came.
Not from you.
No. I was neither present nor I have arrested.
APP?
Lordship, I am appearing.
Nothing recovered from this petitioner?
It has come in the impugned order that is not recovered.
Just for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. Full stop. Counsel for the petitioner submits that admittedly no firearm was recovered from the possession of this petitioner, and co-accused has been granted bail by number so and so so and so. Next paragraph. APP opposes the prayer but admits that no firearm was recovered from the possession of this petitioner. Next paragraph. Considering the fact that no firearm has been recovered from the possession of this petitioner, 10,000 rupees. Thank you.